Relationships can either make you or break you. In this video, we're going to be going over 3 major ingredients to help you live a successful and happy marriage.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Victory with Sheldon and Leah. I'm Sheldon. So corny. Corny, sorry. Hey guys, and welcome back to Victory with Sheldon and Leah. And today we're going to be kicking off sort of a, I would say, different avenue of videos that we've been making so far. We've talked a lot about success with kind of in business, money, mindset things, but we think also a major ingredient and probably the most important sort of network or organization that you'll ever get into is your marriage.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to start a new video series on today. And so if you find value in these videos, go ahead and hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here and click the bell icon so that you're notified when we upload.
So today we're going to be going over 3 major ingredients that's going to help make your marriage successful. Those 3 major ingredients are 1, commitment, 2, communication, and 3, synergy.
Absolutely. And we want to say, starting off here, this isn't like an exhaustive list of like, here's everything you need and you're going to be perfect type deal. But we do feel like these are kind of some foundational things. They do kind of build one on the other. So that's where we kind of want to start here today. There's a lot to cover. Going to be some fun topics, probably some harder topics that we'll discuss as well. But good starting point. So we'll have fun with this one.
So our first ingredient of the day is commitment. Commitment is a subject that people aren't too excited about these days.
That's true.
When you talk about millennials, we can barely commit to meeting a friend for lunch. So now
true.
we're talking about committing our whole lives to somebody. This one is definitely hard, but it's a very important ingredient when it comes to marriage.
Absolutely. I feel like anytime you begin something, you want to have the end in mind. That's like a major, I would say, component or aspect to having something successful. And of course, you're not thinking about like, okay, what's going to happen? We're like kicking a bucket, or we're going to be like old in bed next to each other dying. Like, no, that's not exactly what we mean. But in the sense, that is kind of what you want. You do want to see yourself reaching, sort of the end game, the winter season of life, right? With the same person. So not going into it with all these, I would say, exit strategies and sort of backdoor loopholes that you're going to look for. Once you do the I do's, right? Like, that's what your whole dating season and engagement was for, to find those red flags. So once you're there, you need to be in it to win it, I would say. So right. Marriage isn't a 50-50, right, sort of agreement kind of a deal. I believe if you go into marriage, you want it to be 100-100. It's so cliche, right? But honestly, I think if you view it that way, how can I serve? What do I do to really just give my all for my spouse and my family? Those are going to give you your most successful days. We had a teacher and really something of a mentor when we were in college and kind of going through our courtships, and we were engaged and doing some premarital counseling. Fun days. And he said this in the class, and it stuck with me ever since. This was Reverend Bobby Kilman, not original to me, but he said, "My best days are when I put Bobby on the cross," right? And those are the days I get it right, when I lay myself down, when I sacrifice myself. So it doesn't sound fun, but it is. That produces just those are the best days, when you actually do get it right, when you're not being selfish and self-focused and worried about me, then you're able to interact more freely, I would say. So, commitment. Yeah. Anything you want to add? I just kind of rambled on there. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. Another great thing about commitment is that when both of you are committed, it kind of takes the fear away from
100%.
the spouses.
100%.
Of course, Sheldon's not perfect. I'm not perfect.
She's close, you guys.
But if I'm living in fear that if I do one little mess up, that he's just going to hit the road, I'm not going to be able to really be myself. I'm just going to be living in fear.
True.
And so when you both have that commitment and the spouse knows it, it kind of allows you to be human, to be yourself. And that's a beautiful thing.
It is. And the sort of freedom within marriage that commitment brings, right? Because commitment's a discipline. And anytime you want to be free in something, you need to be disciplined at it, right? That's the paradigm. And so that brings much more freedom. You can be yourself, you can laugh, you can relax, and you can screw up on some small things, right? Like, oh man, I should have bought flowers, but I didn't. Guys, you've been there before, right? Like, dang it, we won't get too into that. We try to stay on a positive note, but the other person's committed to you just like you're committed to them. And it's a beautiful thing. So there's trust there and all those other things that just kind of go along with that. So
another point to bring up with commitment is that love is not a feeling. Love
True.
is a choice, a commitment you make each and every day.
100%. I love you.
I love you too.
So point 2. Dang it, Sheldon, your fingers. Point 2. Communication.
Communication. Without communication, there is no relationship. That is another line we got from Reverend Bobby Gilman.
100%. We can honestly do a whole video on communication. There are several books I would recommend. Do read. At least, if you don't read for anything else, right? You're not looking to make more money. You're not looking to... Do read to improve your marriage. Like, why do you want a roommate? Like, when you rather have a spouse that you love and like you like spending time around. So do read to improve. I would recommend, just off the top of my head, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, like right off the top. Because everybody communicates, but very few people connect, which is actually another book I would recommend, is Communicate, Speak, Connect. But anyways, so what we're saying here is that men and women are different. Unpopular opinion in 2021. Men and women are different, and they both speak their own languages. Mm-hmm. And so communication isn't just, oh, I'm speaking my language, the world needs to hear me, but it's also being able to understand the language that the other person's speaking, learning how to interpret that into your own language, so you're then free to sort of interact the correct way, to sort of react the right way. So that's just like one layer of communication that I really like to talk about. When you do learn how to decode and interpret, it frees up so much stuff.
And I think also with that, from a woman's point of view, you need to learn to actually speak what they understand.
Learn how to speak some Martian every now and again, please. Please, just learn just a little bit, just learn how to be, kind of able to communicate. Because we can't stay, our brains don't work that way. We can't just stay on Venus, oh yeah, we're cool here. We'll lose our minds. So point number 3, synergy.
Now, what is synergy, my love?
That's a good question. I'll leave it up to you. So here's a good textbook, Google definition of synergy. Go ahead.
Synergy. The interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances, or agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects.
So that's like a good college definition. Us down home Christian folk, we just one can send 1,000 to flight, 2 10,000. So essentially that's what it is. It's a compounded effect of 2 people actually getting along, right? Actually working toward common goals, actually being around each other to some degree, helps big time. Mm-hmm. And then, the sum would be greater than, just the sum of the parts, right? Your total value that you can add as a couple. We'll do a few videos on these kind of things, but, the whole idea that opposites attract, that's a losing mindset. I prefer, if you really look at them and kind of pan out sort of personality types and what they bring to the table, you realize it's not so much opposites as it is complements. Mm-hmm. So are you winning or are you losing? That's kind of the main theme there. And once you learn how to win, learn how to speak a winning language, and you're committed to winning, you can go out and change your world, period. I've got nothing else to add. You want to add some stuff, babe? You want to throw some sugar and spice on there?
Synergy isn't just for business and office work. This can be done in the home as well. So as an example, I don't think you can get more different than Sheldon and I. He's an extrovert, I'm an introvert.
True.
He's super outgoing. I started off super shy in our relationship. He knew how to dress well. I was just a country bumpkin that liked to walk around barefoot. But we learned how to complement each other. We learned how to bring out the best in each other as opposed to just highlighting the worst.
Right, butting heads and kind of being, selfish in the whole approach, I think. So much to discuss. So we'll continue on with this video series. We'll probably stick with it for a few weeks, see how it's going and everything. If you guys are interested, go go ahead and hit the like button if you found some value. Maybe the wheels are kind of turning in your head. Maybe you know somebody who's like, hey, y'all need some counseling. Just kind of drop the, we're not counselors, but we do feel like we have a happy marriage. I would say pretty happy. And it's something that we intentionally worked at.
Mm-hmm.
There are good days, there are bad days, but you know, it's again that commitment,
That
and
choice.
that choice, that communication, and it leads to a happy marriage. So I like having somebody that I want to come home to. That's just something I've always wanted, and I have that now. So the smart thing is not to, you know, throw that away. So you work at it. So simple as that. If you guys found value, go ahead and hit the like button, share it, comment down below.
Maybe some subjects that you'd like to hear about on marriage.
Absolutely. We can cover a variety of subjects. We'll bring some books involved and everything. We do want to launch kind of a book of the month kind of a deal to go along with our videos at some point. We'll probably just start with like Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus or something, you know, something fun like that. And then come back and talk about, spend a video just kind of talking about the ideas and stuff. So comment down below. There's a wide range of bevy of subjects that we can kind of cover in this. Obviously, we're not like old, gray-haired, you know, been married 60 years kind of a thing. But I'd say we have a pretty good marriage, so we do good. So comment down below what you want us to talk about. We already said that like 6 times. And then follow along with us. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified when we upload. Right now, we're uploading once a week, just about. So I'm not going to spam the old push notes. Not yet. Get you in there first. It will spam you to death. No, I'm kidding. But we have fun making these. We enjoy it. We love you guys. You know, obviously, current friends are just past strangers, and current strangers are just future friends. So join the family. Get on in here and get some value.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Remember that you too can live in victory.
And we'll see you in our next video.